Hi guys, I am back after having hosted my very first drawing workshop with some wonderful kids. Before getting to that, I just want to make a shout out to a very creative person. She's also a YouTuber in here. She's called Claxton. And I've noticed that she's been doing some of my coloring sheets. She's been coloring some of my printable sheets that you can get on my Buy Me a Coffee profile. I really appreciate the way that she kind of has given these characters a lot of life using these colors the way she has, and how she's experimented creating these underwater backgrounds. Definitely go check out Annie Claxton's amazing creative work in here on YouTube. I'll leave a link to her profile below. And thanks a bunch, Annie. So, workshop. I had a great time in the northern part of Jutland in Denmark, where the sound of seagulls merged with the smell of salt water. It was some great days, and I really enjoyed it, and it was sort of a time where I forgot that drawing was my job. It was just like drawing and having fun, so that was amazing. Here are some highlights of the trip, and of course some of the amazing drawings that the children did. Hi there people, I'm sitting here in the midst of beautiful dunes, and I have the most amazing view right now to the ocean. The ocean has so many different hues and little nuances. So I just got here the night before tomorrow to just kind of relax after this journey and just enjoy and then reflect the landscape before it's workshop day. I can see a person strolling with two dogs, and just before there was two guys testing out a drone. I can hear a seagull. The workshop took place right by the harbor, and this was no coincidence because we wanted to have that feeling of being connected to the harbor, also because the workshop was tied together with the place at the harbor here in Hirtshals. The workshop was called Drawing Bingo, so children and adults alike were invited to pick two different words, one from each box. So it could, for instance, be place, the fish, and then it could be beanie, so a type of garment, for instance. And then it was all about for them to create a story between these two. And this is where the connection to the harbor and to Hirtshals came into play, because I had chosen some words that I have actually been seeing in Hirtshals. So for instance, lighthouse, or fish, or fishnet, or old ship, seagull, all those sorts of things. And then I've also made another pile of words which were more sort of imaginative, sort of more fairy tale like, most of them playing on maritime fairy tales, such as a mermaid and pirate hat, and also maybe animals that were more seldom like not staying in Hirtshals, for instance whale. By doing this, there was this poetic space between an everyday thing and a more fairy tale like thing, and connecting these two creates something quite interesting and poetic. The kids came up with some great stories. I just found out that was a little challenge in the children sometimes being too concrete about what kind of words they drew and what they draw. For instance, a kid drew a walrus and a mailbox, and then he sort of just basically drew a walrus and then a mailbox. So there was no connecting story going on between them. And I realized that it's a bit difficult, and it's an abstract way of thinking in a way, to be able to create a scene amongst these and create maybe a sort of setting where the walrus was in a certain mood and maybe moved towards the mailbox in a specific way. There should have been some more in-depth going material about creating facial expressions, for instance, or creating movement, like how does a walrus actually move about. So that was a kind of thing where we had to massage the children's imaginations, and once we did that, the children really caught on to it and made some amazing drawings. I know you're not allowed to have favorite drawings by children, but here are some of my favorites. My mission now, or dream, is to kind of stitch together these drawings into a city of these fabulous creatures. Somewhere between kind of Waldo style, where there's lots of scenarios going on, and Miyazaki, where little magical scenes are playing out. So there could be wind in one side of the town, sun in the other side of the town, everyday scenes playing out in both the woods and at the harbor, and all these little creatures hanging out. So I hope to return to these drawings at some point. But until then, I just want to say thank you all for tuning in and following me on this little workshop vlog here. And until next time, have fun drawing.